Hey guys, Nick from Weekly MMA Breakdowns here. How's everyone doing tonight? It's about midnight here on the East Coast. I just wanted to say hello. The channel's back. The camera isn't good. This is my school laptop. I'm going to be the acting president of the student executive board at the school as well. So it should be interesting. But that's not what I'm here to discuss. But I just want to say hello. I'm back, better than ever. The camera sucks right now. I don't have a normal camera, but it will get better. So for now, we're going to do this. It'll be quick, won't be long, so stay tuned. The first fight for UFC Fight Night, Oliveria versus Gamrot. Brain rot. Siam Oliveira versus Luan Lacerda. I picked Oliveira by decision. I think my reason I did these picks a few days ago, and I'm just going back to the exact rounds and decisions and whatever I picked, and I said Oliveira decision because I think it's going to be back and forth. He could lose potentially a bad decision, but I think he could squeeze out a decision. So that's what I'm going with, and we'll see what happens. So the next fight is Carolina Kowalkiewicz. See, I just murdered that name. That was bad. Everyone knows who she is. She's a good-looking girl. She's been in the UFC forever. She's facing off against Julia Polastri. I probably said that wrong as well, but that's okay. It's midnight. I'm tired. I have a kid. So, but I'm picking the vet, Carolina, to take this one. I think she can do it. It'll be a decision, obviously, but I think she can do it. So let's pray. Next is Walter Walker versus Muhammad Usman. Not Kamaru Usman, but Muhammad Usman. The problem with this pick, I'm picking Walter first round sub. The problem is Usman can stuff takedowns potentially. If he drills it really good. And he could maybe knock Walter out, but Walter is a better version of Johnny Walker, it seems like. And with Johnny Walker in his corner, they're brothers, so they can feed off each other's energy. I have a brother, and we feed off each other's energy, so that's how it works when you have brothers. If you don't have a brother, I'm sorry, but if you do, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. So I'm picking Walter. He should win. There's a chance Usman will knock him out, but I'm leaning Walter. Submission round 1. Let's see what happens. But I'm reading them off my phone because if I switch to the web and try to do this, it'll just murder the whole fucking thing and stop the fucking thing. So the next one is Lucas Rocha versus Stuart Nickel. The line was really close on this one. It's basically a pick 'em. So I think I leaned Lucas because he's a little younger. He looks fresher. He doesn't look like as weathered as the other guy. So that's why I'm picking him. But let me just double check. Was it a pick 'em or was it? I just don't want to sound stupid. Yeah, basically. Yeah, pick 'em. Exactly. So, yeah, I like Lucas Rocha in this. Again, it could be anything. So we don't know what's going to happen. The next fight is Irina Alekseeva, who is the Russian Ronda Rousey, and the Beatriz Mescuta. And I'm going Russian Ronda Rousey by decision. She's proven that she can beat up girls and stuff, but she also proved that she doesn't have the grappling at all sometimes. So it'll be a interesting bout, but I believe that she can get it done. So whatever you want to do with it, I'm saying decision. It's a women's fight, no offense, but that's basically where we're at with the sport. So, and the next fight is actually a really good one: Vitor Petrino versus Thomas Peterson. Petrino should KO him, but I think the KO will come in the second round. Won't be in the first round. The first round's might be hard for Petrino to maybe shake some cobwebs off and even just shake from the knockout. And I know he just recently won against he beat Austin Lane, but Austin Lane Justin Lane isn't that bad. He just had like a bad run towards the end, but in the beginning he wasn't that bad. But he kind of started getting bad because he's facing top tier guys. Top tier guys, top tier guys. So I'll take Petrino. I think he's like more of the athletic guy, and like Peterson just seems like a unathletic guy, but he could still handle himself. So there's a chance, but Vitor Petrino should just KO him by the second round. I can see why people make first round or even decision, but let's just say second round to be safe. And I don't bet it. I used to, but I stopped because it messed my picks up. So I don't bet, but I do have pretty good accurate picks sometimes. So you'd be surprised. I went like 11-14 the last one. I didn't do my picks, but let's see. Rafael Filo versus Clayton Carpenter. I believe Carpenter will get this one done. Carpenter should, but it's one of those nights. And the Rafael Filo, he's actually really good. He took it to Mohamed Mokaev. He took it to a few other guys, but I know Clayton Carpenter's really good too, and I think his wrestling can nullify those like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu moves and everything, so he should be able just to knock he might not be able to knock him out because of that, but he can definitely at least take it to the decision, but there's a chance he knocks him out as well, so we'll see what happens. The next fight I actually really like is Lucas Almeida versus Michael Aswell. I'm taking Almeida by decision. Sorry. I'm taking Almeida by decision. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I've been a fan of him for a while. He beat Mike Triziano. He's a really good guy. And I just think he's going to win. So that's why I'm going with him. I don't really have much of a reason other than I just think he's going to win. Sometimes my instincts are right. Sometimes they're wrong. It's not really a sophisticated breakdown. He could lose, obviously, but Almeida is one of those guys who he's very tough. He's gonna just he'll like break people too, and he's not shy for a fight. He'll like go in there and he's not scared either. So it's a good one. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be a good fight, not a weird one. But he's always in good fights. There's never a boring fight with Almeida in it. What else do we have here? Oh, Ricardo Ramos versus Cain Offline. Cain Offline? Or Cain? K-A-A-N. K-A-A-N. Cain Offline. Ricardo Ramos has been kind of not who he used to be in the UFC because I think the competition and just people's skills are getting better. So I'm going to go with the other guy, the Offline guy, but I could be very wrong. But I think Offline can at least squeeze out a decision. I think this might be a very decision-heavy card until the last ones, but yeah, we'll see. Next one, Denise versus Mario Pinto, or Jonata Denise versus Mario Pinto. The picture on Mario Pinto is crazy. I always love that one. And you probably saw it. I said, oh, here it goes. The light will come back. I messed it up. I messed up the light somehow. It's coming back. There we go. These cheap ass fucking laptops. There's a $400 something laptop. $400 like $23 laptop. There we go. Holy crap. Alright. Yeah, Pinto, round 1 KO. The Denise guy's very unathletic. He's probably going to get cut from the UFC. But yeah, I will not hold my phone up again because it ruined the fucking camera for like a minute. What the fuck? Alright. Next, Vicente Luque versus Joel Alvarez. Alvarez by decision. I just think Vicente Luque, he had that brain thing that happened to him, which I'm not trying to like shit on him for. I'm just saying he had some issues. I just think that Alvarez is better right now, fresher. So I'm going Alvarez decision because I think also Vicente could give him a tough fight and Vicente won't back down. So Alvarez might be able to beat him, but Luque might be able to beat Alvarez, but I think Alvarez will ultimately get it done. All right, co-main event. We're already here. Davison Figueiredo versus Montel Jackson. This one was really hard for me to pick because it took me I was really trying to think about it. But I think Davison's going to have a hard time with Montel. I just think Montel's going to he has a lot of power and he has a lot of athleticism. And Davison just seems like he has trouble with some of the top tier guys in the division. So I just think Montel's going to give him a lot of problems. So I'm going Montel Jackson by decision. The only reason I say decision is because Davison's freaking tough. And if it's a 3-rounder, Montel might just be careful. There could be a chance, but they might be back and forth. So that's why I'm saying it could be 29-28 decision, Montel Jackson. Last but certainly not least, the main event, Charles do Bronx Oliveira versus Mateus Gamrot. Now, I'm going Oliveira, round 2 KO. Gamrot's he tricks people because he's very good at grappling and wrestling. So he gets you to think like a lot of the Dagestanis, anyone that's good at wrestling, the people don't understand that just the thought of a takedown, when the first Alex fight versus Ankalaev, just the thought of a takedown is just can be overwhelming. Not saying injury wise for the first fight, but that's just an example. But just the threat of him coming at you and holding you will stop people. But Oliveira doesn't mind that. He'll try to jump guillotine. He'll do all those crazy stuff. So I think Oliveira will actually find a KO and knock him out. But maybe not in the first round because the first round might be really tough for him to knock him out. But I think by the second round, he should pretty much at least TKO Gamrot because Dariush dropped him pretty good. And Beneil hasn't been the same either. So if he can kind of keep him off, I think Oliveira is just going to knock him out by the second round. And so that's my breakdown. It's 13 minutes in, so if you've watched this whole thing, I really appreciate it. And I'm not really doing this for money at all. I just do it for enjoyment. So thank you for everything. And if leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you think I suck, if you think it's awesome, cool. And I appreciate everyone, and have a good night, and hope the fights are great.